Okay, what's going on, Pete? I want to touch on this suretyship a little bit more. Actually, a lot more, because this is where I'm at now, y'all. This is really where it's at. In my previous video, hopefully y'all already saw that already if you're looking at this video. If you haven't, please go back and watch that video before you watch this, because I dropped all the sauce in there from this dictionary. This is the Black's Law Dictionary, okay? Breaking down this, let's see what version is this. This is the 7th edition right here. And the other one, another one I use is 1990 version, which is like the 6th edition. Okay, I want to talk about basically how we're supposed to be operating as a surety. I told you in my previous video, we always talk about how we're not supposed to be the surety. You know, they want you to be the surety. You don't want to be the surety. You want to be the guarantor, or you want to be, you know, whatever. They were anything but the surety. You don't want to be liable for the debt. And I'm like, you're already liable. You've always been liable for the debt of your name, your legal name. I don't want to say straw man, because I'm trying to get out of saying that shit. Your legal name, you've always been liable. Anytime somebody sends a bill, first and foremost, think about this when you go and apply for anything, whether it's light bills, gas bill, or car payment, or whatever, rent, mortgage, whatever you apply for. You, as a living man, use your legal name to put on that, to apply for stuff, okay? You are the one that do business. In order for you as a living soul to do business in the commercial world, you use your legal name to do so. If I bought a car from you, me as a living man doing business with someone else as another living man or woman, they're selling the car to me for X amount of dollars that we agree on. I give it to them. What they do, they pull out the title to the car and they sign over their name. They sign it over to me, which is their legal name that's on the title. It goes into my legal name on the title. Their legal name is what we use to do business, even though we're living beings. Okay, we're operating as sureties because we're operating. We're the ones responsible for moving the chess piece on the board. Okay, you can't move. You can't do a fiction can do no thing. So we have to do it we have to move on its behalf. We have to be the one that's actually doing the work. Okay. So you are the person by default, the surety. As you see right here, the person who is primarily liable for payment of another's debt or the performance of another's obligation. I want to look at these words right here. This is basically telling you the responsibility of the surety. This is what they do. The person who is primarily liable. And I'm not going to go deep in the rest of this here because I did that in the previous video. Okay, but right now I'm specifically looking at payment. The fact that we have never been taught any kind of way to pay anything except using Federal Reserve notes. Get our job, we get a 9 to 5, and then the people take the money out of our check, you draft it out of our check, or they take it out of your bank account. All the Federal Reserve notes is what they're after. You know, that's what they're banking on, you not knowing how to pay nothing other than through a Federal Reserve note. And most of us don't know how to pay other than through a Federal Reserve note. Okay, so I want to specifically touch on these types of things right here. I want to touch on this payment. We're going to look at the word payment and see exactly what do they mean by payment. Okay, so for the sake of time, I actually got this pulled up at. This is the 1990, the 6th edition of Black's Law Dictionary. I'm going to start with the word pay, which is compensation, wages, salary, commission, fees. The act or fact of paying or being paid. Pay, to discharge a debt. To discharge a debt by tender of payment due. To deliver to a creditor. For basically for what we talk about here a lot of times is child support. To deliver to a creditor the value of a debt, either in money or goods, or as money or goods for acceptance. Now we're gonna look at payment. Keep in mind, let's just go down here. I'm trying to stay focused. Here we go. Gonna look at payment. Here we go, payment. Again, this is 1990 Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition. You probably can download this off the internet. But this is valid sources. You got to start looking at valid sources and looking up words so we can understand what the fuck they're saying. Okay, these words are what's tripping a lot of us up, and we don't read what these words are saying, and we rather listen to podcasts or other people's talk shows and videos, and don't take time to look these words up. They can lead you anywhere. They can tell you what they want to tell you, and you'll take it hook, line, and sinker because you don't look it up. Okay, payment, the fulfillment of a promise or the performance of an agreement, a discharge of an obligation or debt, or part payment if accepted is a discharge pro tanto. Okay, forgot what I said that pro tanto means. I looked it up before I hit start. Done. Let's see. To that extent, that's what pro tanto means. To that extent. See right there, pro tanto. In a more restricted legal sense, payment is a performance of duty, promise, or obligation, or discharge of a debt or liability by the delivery of money or other value. Money or other value. Got to deliver money or other value by a debtor to a creditor, where the money or other valuable thing is tendered and accepted in extinguishing debt or obligation in whole or in part. Also, money or other things so delivered. So it lets you know money is not the. You might want to look up money as well. Okay, you got to look up money as well. Say delivery of money or other value by the debtor. If the legal name is the debtor. If you're on child support, that's the debtor. The legal name is the debtor. But you are the surety. You're the one that have to do this. It's not the straw man that's gonna do it. They can't do it. The legal fiction can do no thing. You as a surety have to do this. You have to deliver money or other value. Okay. I want to look up money. I want to use the other dictionary to do that because I don't want to lose my place on that one. So we're going to look up money. This is Black's Law again. This is Black's Law. Let's see. Going to find money. I'm freestyling this part right here. I had those. In my studies, y'all, I know I'm really not always. I let my conscience be my guide when I'm studying. I'm like, let me look that word up too. I don't want to always assume I know the definition of a word. Cause we're quick to say, hey, there is no money. We keep on damn saying that shit because it sounds good because they're saying it on the internet. They have a definition. It's in the definitions. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let me see. Single continuous scroll. Here we go. Money, where is it? Here we go, right here. I'm gonna make it big so everybody can see. I had a partner calling me and say, man, you got that. They're basically talking about the 10 on my video, so I'm gonna try to brighten. Hopefully, I got it brightened this time so he can actually see it. Shout out to my partner Julian. Okay, in usual and ordinary acceptation, it means coins and paper currency used as a circulating medium of exchange. And does not embrace notes. And does not embrace notes, bonds, evidences of debt, or other personal or real estate. Okay, they say usual in a usual ordinary acceptation. Okay, let's see. Let's say flat money. Let's say current money, flat money. Let's say see also these words right here. Now, medium of exchange. Authorized. Say medium of exchange authorized or adopted by a domestic or foreign government as a part of its currency. Medium exchange. So I say that lets you know it's a medium of exchange authorized or adopted by a domestic or foreign government. We ain't talking about the foreign government right about now. We talking about domestic. So it's a medium of exchange. Now let's see. Keep going. Let me see what it says on the other half. Let's see, revenue. Let's see, revenue received from federal, state, and local governments from taxes, fees, fines, etc. Okay, revenue. So now you see that's the definition of money right there. As you see, this is what we've always been used. This is what we're used to using. Okay, the Federal Reserve note, the paper currency that we've been using for all our lives, and the coins, the quarters, dimes, nickels. That's what they call money nowadays. So it's not just gold and silver. So y'all stay out that bull, the ancient shit. The ancient shit is not just soul and guilt. It's not just that now. I know the Constitution said what it said, but this is as you see it say, in the usual and ordinary acceptation, it means coins and paper currency, because this is what they're used to getting from us. Okay, now. So not to discredit the Constitution, because I know what the Constitution says. We know that. At the same time, none of us have ever bought any damn thing with gold and silver. Okay, so we can stop trying to act like there is no money when we steady working for it every goddamn day. We gotta still use a little common sense when we're studying. Okay, medium of exchange. Remember you said medium of exchange right here. Okay, I want to look up that. Let me look that up. So I'm gonna show y'all. It's different ways that we're supposed to be doing this stuff, y'all. Medium of exchange. I don't want to scroll too fast. Pass right on by it. Medium of exchange. Let me get this little cursor right here. See if I can get that quicker. See, I'm not gonna pass it. Just scrolling. Medium of exchange. Okay, go back up. Medium of exchange. Yep, close by. Medium of exchange. There it is at the top right there. Anything which serves to facilitate the exchange of things by providing a common basis of measurement, such as money, checks, drafts, etc. Okay, legal tender. Okay, so it lets you know a different way, different things you can use as a payment. Okay, and go back to the word payment. A medium of exchange, anything which serves as to facilitate the exchange of things by that kind of reminds me of bill of exchange. The exchange of things by providing a common basis of measurement, such as money, checks, drafts. Do you not know a child support order is a draft? Draft. Even your anything that we're gonna look up the word draft, etc. Okay, see legal tender. Okay, I might even look up legal tender and then look at draft let's look up legal tender. Legal tender. Here we go. Legal tender. All coins and currencies of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes and circulating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banks associations, regardless of when coined or issued, the legal tender for all debts, public and private, public charges, taxes, duties, and dues. This is the only thing we've ever been taught to use is legal tender. Okay, legal tender. Keep in mind, legal is different. That's on the public side. Okay. Legal tender. Now, so this is the only thing we've ever been taught to use. Federal Reserve notes, the dollars. That's it. We don't know how to use nothing else. Let's see. Now we're going to say medium of exchange. That's what we're going to look at, right? Medium of exchange. Medium of exchange. It's our jig. Yeah, medium of exchange. See, it's good to look these words up so we know exactly what they're talking about. Because all these words mean something. They're strategically put together. And if you're not patient enough to take time to look up words, oh shit, I passed it. Then you're gonna be, and you just rather just listen to somebody talk about it and not even show you nothing, no valid sources to where the way you get your information from, then you're gonna be lost out here. Medium of exchange. I said it. I looked up medium of exchange already. Draft. That's what I'm gonna look up. Draft. I'm gonna look up a draft. Okay. looked up legal tender. Let's look up draft. Okay. I'm gonna look up negotiable instrument too, so y'all can see what that means again. Okay. Draft. Trying to remember. Okay, it's got to be on this side. Draft. Here we go. A written order by a first party. Hold up, let me put it in order. By a first party called the drawer, instructing a second party called the drawee, such as a bank, to pay a third party called the payee. And that's the first part of it. It says in order to pay a sum certain in money, signed by a drawer, payable on demand or at a definite time, and to order or bearer. Okay, you have all your light bills are like that. All utility bills, like your monthly statements as they call them, they're just like that. All of them are like that. Okay, so they're all drafts. Child support orders the same way, and it's even described extremely similar with negotiable instrument. The definition of that, and I'm gonna show y'all that in a second. It says an unconditional order drawn by a drawer on drawee to the order of the payee, same as a bill of exchange. See, same as a bill of exchange. Let's see also check, documented draft, redraft. Let's see a tentative provisional or preparatory writing out of any document as a will, contract, lease, etc. For purposes of discussion and correction, which is afterwards to be copied out in its final shape. That's another definition of a draft. That's another type of draft. Put it like that. Then we got, as you see right here at the bottom, say bank draft, clean draft. There's different types of drafts. Also, a small arbitrary deduction or allowance made to a merchant or importer in the case of goods sold by right or taxable by weight to cover possible loss of weight in handling or from differences in scale. But you see right here is different types of drafts right here. But as you see, the basic definition, the way that you see right here, I'm gonna look up bill of exchange right here so y'all can see what that means. Same as bill of exchange. Bill of exchange, a negotiable instrument, then we're gonna go back to payment. Bill of exchange, we're close to the bill of exchange, so I go to bill of exchange, negotiable instrument. Bill of exchange, negotiable instrument. Bill of exchange. Bill of exchange. Here we go. What's that? Bill cycle, bill of attainder, bill of lading. Bill of exchange, bill of, did I pass it? Did I pass it? Yeah, I might have damn passed it. I had to pass it. Bill of lading. Yeah, I did pass it. It's not in this one. It's supposed to be up in here. It's not in there. Not on this dictionary. But it's okay. I'll go to another one. I'll go to the other dictionary. Give me a second, peeps. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it. It's not in this one. Let's try this one. I hate to lose my spot in payment, but I'm scrolling in the damn way, so we're gonna go to bill of exchange. We're gonna find it. We're gonna get this work today. Get your ass out the way, tab. Bill of exchange. That's why it's good to have multiple dictionaries. Some of these dictionaries won't even have the word in there. Some of them will. Most of them will. Let's see, bill of exchange. And also depending on what year you have too. Because some of these words weren't even used in some, during certain times. Go to good old Google. Okay, here we go. Bill of exchange. Okay, a bill of exchange is a short term. Let me make this big. Get this highlighted crap out of here. Remove that. I don't know why they do that. A bill of exchange, a short term negotiable instrument, is signed unconditional written order. It says a signed written order binding one party to pay a fixed sum of money to another party on demand or at a predetermined date. Okay, does that not sound like a child support order? A bill of exchange is sometimes called a draft or draw. See, but draft is usually draft usually applies to domestic transactions only. The term bill of exchange may also be applied broadly to other instruments of foreign exchange. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a good idea right there. You can pause and read it again. But I'm sure some of the more updated dictionaries that I have will probably have that. This one here is 1979, and the other one's 2004. This one's 2004. Let me see what this one has. This should have it. Let me see if that has it. I didn't even look at this one. I looked at the other two. Bill of exchange. Let's see if it's gonna have it here. Bill of exchange. Bill of sale, bill of rights, bill of review, bill of peace, bill of lading. Here it is, bill of exchange. Then it says bill of exchange, see draft. We already read draft, so you see pretty much they use them. They use both of them. Okay. Negotiable instrument. Remember, we was gonna look that up. Even though I could have read that on Cornell Law, but I prefer to use Black's Law when I got a chance to. So we're gonna look at the. I'm back on the big side. I keep my people in mind. Maybe tell me, look, Mike, this thing is not big enough. I can't see that shit. So I try to accommodate my people, man. Make that a little smaller so I can get all of it in there. Okay, now we're gonna look up the negotiable instrument. As you'll see, negotiable instrument. And then we're gonna go back to payment. Negotiable instrument. So you're gonna break down what we talking about making payments. Making payments. Here we go. Negotiable instruments right here. To be negotiable within means of UCC Article 3, an instrument must meet the requirements set out in Section 3-104. It must be in writing, signed by a maker or a drawer. It must contain an unconditional promise or order to pay a sum of money, certain money. It must be payable on demand or at a definite time. It must be payable to the bearer or to order. Example of instruments payable to the order are payable to the order of Daniel Dealer. So remember I talking about how you can actually take something like this. As you see, you just read right here. This is exactly what a negotiable instrument is. Your child support order is a negotiable instrument. Okay, it's a negotiable instrument. Now it says it must be payable to the bearer or to the order. See, what do you ever see that written on? You see that written on checks. Okay, you see that written on checks. This is where you got to do your research about endorsements. Okay, this is where endorsements come in. You as the surety have to endorse this shit. Okay, you have to endorse it. Now I'm gonna talk about that on another topic right now. I ain't That's not for this here. I'm just helping you understand what a surety is supposed to be doing. This is how you're supposed to be making your payments. Pay to the order of Daniel Dealer, and pay Daniel Dealer or order. And 7, it must not contain any other promise, order, obligation, or power given by the maker or drawer, except as authorized by Article 3. Now, see, as you know, the negotiable instrument, the child support order don't give you no doubt. It don't tell you to do nothing but pay shit. That's all it tell you to do. What all you gonna pay for? You know, that's all it did. It don't have no kind of consideration or no other shit, nothing like that on there. It's all about just the money that you gotta pay. Well, your legal name has to pay. You as a surety have to perform. This is what you gotta perform. This is how you ought to pay it. The easiest way, other than using Federal Reserve notes, because we looked at every different things that can be used as far as mediums of exchange. Did we look up medium of exchange, or did we? Let me see. Here we go. Medium of exchange. Did I look up medium of exchange? Not sure. So y'all can stop paying these jokers thousands of dollars to help y'all with these child support cases, man, when y'all can do this shit your goddamn self. You just need to understand who you are when you're doing it. Okay? You start beating the child support on your damn own. You don't need nobody, paying for these damn expensive ass damn processes that be hit and miss any damn way. Let's see, medium of exchange. Oh, I done passed it. I ain't running my mouth and then pass the shit. Get back to the other side. Yep. Medium of exchange, we're at the top right there. Medium of exchange, anything which serves to facilitate the exchange of things by providing a common basis of measurement, such as money, checks, drafts, etc. We just saw that that's the same thing. Money, checks, drafts, etc. These are all different types of money that can be used as a medium of exchange that you can use. Instead of you using that, you can use that. You can use money. You can use the dollars. That we looked up what dollars are, what the money is. We looked up what that is. We know what a check is. We ain't look it up, but we know. We saw a check. We might want to look that up any damn way. You can use money. You can use a draft, or you can use a check. I just showed y'all what a draft is. Okay, we'll look up endorsement. You might want to look at endorsement. Everybody talking about this on the internet, y'all. So it's already this information is already out here. We in the information age, y'all. This ain't no damn secret. We've been following dumb shit on the internet. Even I've been doing dumb shit. Y'all saw I've showed y'all my paperwork. Them jokers were telling me the order that was in one of my cases. They said I was filing gobbledygook and sovereign citizen nonsense and shit like that. Shit, I followed the bullshit too. But when you start reading the law and studying the law, you got to be able to detox the shit you hear on the internet. Stop following that shit and start reading the law. When you read the law, look up these words. You get clear information. You get information. You'll find yourself moving away from listening to other people all the time who trying to teach this shit with their own opinion with no valid sources to back up what they're saying. And anyway, let's look up checks real quick. Let's look up checks, and then I'm gonna go to payment. Okay. Y'all see how I said I was gonna do this and that, but I keep on throwing more jewels in here. Let's look up checks real quick. We never want to assume we know the definition of a word. I always look it up anyway, so because you'll be surprised what kind of new insight you'll get when you look the word up. Check. Let's look up checks. 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 Here we go, check right here. Again, it's a draft. It's another type of draft. A draft drawn upon a bank and payable on demand, signed by the maker or drawer, containing an unconditional promise to pay a sum of certain in money to the order of the payee. Okay, as you know, we pretty much already about knew this. Okay. Then say the Federal Reserve Board defines a check as a draft or order upon a bank or banking. If you will look up word bank, you'll learn that a court is a bank too. So, but we ain't gonna, anyway. If you look up bank, you'll probably find that too. I might have to show that to y'all too. But I don't mind showing y'all stuff. Show you exactly what the fuck it's saying. Upon a bank or banking house purporting to be drawn upon a deposit of funds for the payment at all events of certain sums of money to certain person therein named, or to him or his order or to bearer, and payment instantly on demand. I want to show y'all. I want to point something out real quick on this here. Say it's like when somebody writes you a check, and they got it's just to John Doe. It got your name on there, your legal name on there. And say you decide I'm gonna go and take this to the bank tomorrow. You go ahead and endorse it. You do a blank endorsement on it on the back of it. Blank endorsement means it's just your signature, nothing else written on it, just your signature. You signed it. Okay. And I go to your house and I say, I see this, you let this check up here. He didn't already signed it. Shit, at that point I can write pay to the order of Michael Roseman, and on the back right there next to your signature, and take it to my bank and cash it. This is what we've been doing on all our applications. We blank endorsements is where really how these people are actually getting us a lot of times, because we don't put our position in, we don't put the instructions on with the signature. You know what I'm saying? We don't say pay to the order of. We don't put that on our paper, on our, like say an application. This is what I would do if I was to put in, like fill out an application for a car. I'm gonna put that right there, right by my signature. And that's exactly what I would do, simply because I don't want them jokers thinking seeing it as a blank endorsement, and then they're playing whatever role they want to play when they turn it into the Federal Reserve. This is how they end up with the applications, and they end up getting the money. And then we're the ones that have to make the money, do all the footwork with these checks that interest checks that they're sending us every month. We got to do footwork because we never signed our position on the application, and they went on our behalf, but they kept the money. Now they got us doing this footwork, doing all the Anyway, let me get back on task. I was kind of ranting for a second, but you see what a check is. It's just like what we said it was. I'll give you a call right back, bro. I'm making a video.
Okay, what?
Yeah. Okay, now, pardon me, fellas and ladies. My buddy Self. Shout out to Self. Here we go. So now I'm gonna go back to payment. Go back to payment. That's exactly what we were talking about today. Payment. Kind of figured you were gonna call while I was making this video, because I called him before I started. Payment. Past it. Here we go. Payment. I started to stop at parent. People like, oh, it's paid rent. It's a paid rent. We always been taught that. Oh, that's what it means. You gotta look these words up, man. I look the words up. Stop, say when you register something, it means to give it away. Just look that word up. That's not what the fuck it means. It means to record. Look it up. Payment. Okay, here we go. Back to payment. Now, in a more restricted legal sense, I'm going to start from the beginning again. The fulfillment of a promise or performance of an agreement. A discharge of an obligation or debt. And part payment, if accepted, is a discharge pro tanto. In a more restricted legal sense, payment is the performance of a duty, promise, or obligation, or discharge of a debt or liability by the delivery of money or other value. That's why I want to look up delivery of money or other value. See, by a debtor to a creditor, where the money or other valuable thing, negotiable instruments that I was just telling y'all about, is tendered and accepted as extinguishing debt or obligation in whole or in part. Okay. So you know that you don't have to just use money to pay on to pay to pay your debts. You can use other valuable things and use them as tender to extinguish the debt or obligation. Okay, so you might want to start looking into suretyship, and that's how you're gonna be ready to get rid of your shit. Okay. Also, the money or other thing is so deliver. So you got to deliver it. Okay. Say the money or other things so deliver. Say payment is a delivery of money or its equivalent. See, you see, it don't stop at money, y'all. Notice every single time it mentions money, it has something else to go right behind it. Money or other thing valuable. It don't stop at money. It's always saying or something else or its equivalent. In other things specific, say in either specific property or services by one person from whom it is due to another person to whom it is due. Did I read that right? Let me say that again. Payment is a delivery of money or its equivalent in either specific property or services by one person from whom it is due to another person to whom it is due. Sizemore versus E.T. Bartwick. Anyway, a discharge in money or its equivalent. See how I do it again? Money or its equivalent. It ain't just money, y'all. It ain't just dollar signs. Okay? It ain't just the green, the fiat we've been using. You can use money or its equivalent of an obligation or debt owing by one person to another, and is made by debtors delivery to creditor. You got to deliver it to them of money or some other. See there again, money or some other valuable thing. You got to deliver it to them though. And I would always send it to them registered mail, because that's how you deal with securities. Okay, securities are supposed to should be delivered by way of registered mail. I particularly like to put the registered mail number on the instrument. So when they got it, I know they got it in the damn way when I type in that delivery number. And I made copies of everything that I send out. And I do that. You make copies of everything you send out. I even go as far as creating a notary witness statement. Basically, where the notary witness in that I package all this stuff up in this envelope, so they won't claim they got an empty envelope. You won't play that shit with me. So yeah, I would even put a witness on there if you want to do that too. That's on you. But I don't use a witness all the time on that particular thing. But I will use a witness I use 2 witnesses on most of my stuff. Anyway, and creditors' receipt thereof. They got to receive it. Say for the purpose of extinguishing debt. So you see, that's what a payment is. You can extinguish the debt with the instrument, a negotiable instrument, or you can use the dollars, the fiat money. It's up to you. On the Internal Revenue Code, provisions allowing deduction for charitable contribution of which payment is made within taxable year. Payment need not be in money, but subject matter must have been placed beyond dominion and control of donor. That's something that addresses something else. The execution and delivery of a negotiable paper. See, when I was just talking about negotiable instruments. The execution and delivery. What's execution? If you look up execution, they talking about you signing it. Execution. Anyway, we ain't gonna go into that. The execution and delivery of negotiable papers is not payment unless it is accepted by the parties in that sense. Okay, accepted. You might want to look up accepted as well. Okay, you might want to look up accepted. I'm gonna look that up for you. This is the regular dictionary. Consent to receive a thing offered. Okay, recognize, acknowledge, traditional. Those are synonyms. When it says give an affirmative answer to an offer or proposal, say yes to. When you look up the legal definition of accepted, it's basically talking about when you deliver it as well. When somebody received it, once they receive it, they accept it. Say if you send somebody registered mail and they sign for it, they got it, they received it, they accept it. If they don't rebut it, they don't send it back, they keep it, it's accepted. Okay. And they know we already know that if they send it back, it's discharged anyway. That's what the UCC codes already say. That's how the law goes. See also compulsory payment, conditional payment, constructive payment, down payment, or different types of payment. Anyway, so this is I'll stop right there, y'all. I just had to show y'all different ways to make payment. This is what the surety is supposed to be doing. There's different ways to do it, okay? And with different instruments you could use to do it is what I should have said. And you know, we'll get into, you know, more details on that at some other time. I'm kind of pondering. I'm kind of let my conscience be my guide on this stuff. At first I was saying I wasn't going to be talking about this on the internet. This shit is on the internet. This shit is already out here. All these people trying to be hush by information don't make no goddamn sense to me. Cause those are the people that trying to sell processes. And they don't want you to know nothing. They want to keep you dependent on them and paying for consultations, you know, paying donations instead of just anyway. I'm gonna get off of here, man. Y'all can do this shit yourself, man. This shit is real. This shit is real simple once you get into the actually reading the laws. Okay, just read the laws. Read your state laws, compare, go and look up get these down, Black's Law Dictionary, Bouvier Law Dictionary, whatever law dictionary you think is, you know, works for you that you can understand a lot better, then you just get that. Well, I use Black's Law, that's what I choose to do. I got like 6 of these here. Shout out my partner, Jermaine, he sent me a bunch of them. I actually had 2 of them already, but he added to my collection. But I'm gonna get on off of here, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Rose signing out.